Hello and welcome to part 1 of 3 for this section of your library research class. In this video, we will discuss the different resource formats available to you and how to evaluate them. The second video will teach you how to find the right resources for your assignment topic, and the third video will show you a quick demonstration on how to use the library to find resources when you already know the title or the author. There are many different formats for the resources that we all use. For example, books and articles, and movies, data and maps and music and government information are all available to us, but sometimes you have to find specific types like you will have to do for this class. You first have to understand the assignment requirements, and if you're not sure about something such as the due date or how long an essay should be or how many articles to use, talk to your professor. Remember, always ask if you have questions. Let's concentrate on this class where you will have to find and use 3 different types of resources: scholarly academic resources, popular resources, and gray literature. We'll concentrate on these 3 for now, but remember that you can always ask a librarian for more information. An academic, scholarly, and peer-reviewed source is usually written by scholars or researchers for academics. It is in-depth research that is meant to advance its field of knowledge, and it always includes a bibliography and citations. A popular source is often written by journalists or staff writers. It's meant for general interest and sometimes for entertainment. It usually includes photos or ads, and it usually doesn't contain a bibliography. Gray sources, or gray literature, refers to government information or government documents, annual reports, or working papers. They sometimes include bibliographies, but not always. Now that you know the differences between these 3 types of sources, let's talk about how you know when you actually have a good source, a source that will help you with your assignment. Now we need to learn about how to evaluate these sources of information. For that, let's use the word PARCA to remember what you need to evaluate sources. PARCA stands for Purpose, Authority, Relevance, Currency, and Accuracy. Let's talk about purpose. When you find a resource, ask yourself, why was it produced? Was it meant to educate, to inform, to entertain? Was it produced for an academic environment? Think about authority next. Think about the author. Is the author a scholar, an expert, a journalist? What do you know about the person who produced this resource? For relevance, ask yourself, does this particular resource match your topic? Does it match what your professor is asking for? Does it fit the area or geography or even the time frame that you're looking for? When it comes to currency, ask yourself, how recently was this resource published, and how recent was the data presented in it actually collected? Accuracy is the last concept we're going to talk about here. Look at the resource and ask yourself, do you trust the data? Do you trust the references? And do you trust the claims presented in this source? After watching this video, you now know the different formats you will need to look for this class. You also know how to use the acronym PARCA to evaluate the sources you find. You can always go to the library website at library.yorku.ca and click on Ask a Question so you can connect with a librarian. Thank you for watching, and see you in part 2.